Largely unseen by the travelling public on the Interislander ferries, there are all the services of a small town, such as power, sewerage and communications. In this film, we'll take a peek behind the scenes to see what the men and women do to keep this all working. And we'll start here, where the crew have meals in their own cafeteria.
I'm Sam Carey, first mate on the Kite Turkey. Kite Turkey, also known as the Challenger. Doing our usual early crossing for the day. Coming up to Karori, bit of fishing traffic, good day for fishing. You see the Arahura coming down on our port side, the Santa Regina ahead of us, and the traffic, as you see, it would be very typical to a morning crossing at this time. Target number 17 is Arahura, coming down on her usual track. If you focus on that, you'll see her with the name. It's got a vector coming down, which is in red, saying that she would be a dangerous target. That's the reason we're coming around to starboard. We pass each other port to port. A radar representation. Each target has a vector. We can acquire information of each target. In this case, we got the Santa Regina there, which is 3.1 miles from us, and she's doing a speed of 13.5 knots. We're doing a speed of 16.5 knots. At the moment, the ship is on autopilot, which takes us feet from the gyro compass, and when the helmsman takes it on hand, you could steer from the steering wheel here. Mostly we use it in the sounds of a large alteration of course, so the weather was too bad that we couldn't steer on autopilot, the helmsman would steer. We're using 4 engines today. Normally run 3 engines or to maintain an economical speed. That's the port side fin. We have CCTV that we can look at all the cargo decks. And then you have the starboard fin. You can see a speed through the water, you can see a RPM on the engines, you can see rate of turn, wind direction and the strength of the wind. So pretty much what can be done from the main console is incorporated into this wing console. And that's it.
I'm one of the chief engineers on board the Aratiri. We work on a 7-day roster, so we're on here for the 7 days for the 24 hours a day. And the vessel, on a normal swing, will probably have 3 engineering officers who cover the watches during the day. And we'll also have an electrical officer and 2 first engineers and myself on board the vessel during that time. The entire setup isn't totally dissimilar from a power station, and each of the main engines are alternators that are feeding to a 3.3 kV switchboard. After it goes from up to the 3.3 kV switchboard, some of that power is tapped off for our 400 volt services, and that supplies everything from the pumps, power for the pumps, to the galley, to the air conditioning, sewage plants, cooling plants, and the other part of it is of course 230 volt for lighting and what have you. And then you've got the actual propulsion. The propulsion system is 4 propulsion motors, and they're AC motors which are variable speed, and the drive for those comes from the Megastar, which converts the 3.3 kV and allows us to then alter the frequency so we can alter the speed of those motors. The plant's running for 24 hours a day, and the propulsion motors are running, you know, obviously when we're doing the crossings across Cook Strait and everything. That's a huge number of hours that's put on the plant. Your normal car probably has a service life of 2,000 hours, whereas the main engines that we're running have already got over 80,000 hours on each main engine. And that just sort of like gives you some idea of the amount of running that everything's doing. And of course, with all that running, there's a heck of a lot of maintenance to be done as well to keep it running efficiently and to maintain its reliability. We're fortunate we have a good team of engineers who are a maintenance team of engineers, and they do a lot of the normal schedules and everything during the crossings. So again, it's the flexibility of the plant which allows you to take one alternator out of operation and then be able to do the work on the engine.
Your attention please, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Picton, gateway to the South Island.
The Interislander ferries are in operation for 24 hours every day of the year, and many of the crew need to live on board when they are rostered on to work.
My name is Matthew Colliers and I'm captain on the Arrow. I left school at the age of 18, went to sea as a cadet and did an officer of the watch certificate, which I studied for 4 years, and then I spent another 3 years at sea before I studied another year for my master's certificate. Got a master's certificate when I was 29 years old, and I've been working at sea right through since then, and got promoted to master when I was 38. Here I need to do a master's familiarisation on board, and to sail as master I need a pilotage exemption, which is specific to the ship and to the port. My responsibility is the safety of the vessel, navigation of the vessel, pilotage, berthing, and to coordinate the 3 departments on board, the deck, engine and onboard services. There are 2 on-duty masters on one ship at any one time. We need 15 minimum to man the fleet, so that there are 4 for each ship and 1 as a leave relief on each ship. It's a good place to work. It's a great place to work. Some good people here. Wellington Harbour and Marlborough Sounds is a beautiful place to work. The Marlborough Sounds are possibly the most beautiful stretch of water I've ever worked in, when the weather's nice. When the weather's not so nice, it's not so nice. Every day's different, every cargo's different, the weather's different every day, so no, very rarely get bored.
3, 2, 1. Oh, okay, the spare coming down.